It's done. It's official. It's confirmed. Emmanuel Dennis is back in a yellow and black Watford shirt, joining on loan until the end of the season from Nottingham Forest. He's also back in that 25 shirt as well. It was confirmed at 1 p.m. today after a little teaser from Watford on their WhatsApp channels, with Dennis sending a voice note saying, "I'm back," and then officially confirmed by the club with a dramatic quality video at Vicarage Road. Now, this has been one that's been rumbling on over the last couple of days. There was rumours on Watford Twitter. Then Fabrizio Romano gave it the here we go. Adam Leventhal got involved, and then Andrew French confirmed it last night. And I thought, are we going to announce it last night? It looks like the announcement video was recorded yesterday evening and then officially announced today. And my initial reaction to this one is just excitement, really. You know, Dennis was a player, probably my favourite player in that 21-22 season. Granted, in a season where we got relegated from the Premier League, but he scored 10 goals, 6 assists. Alongside Hassan Kamara, he was our shining light. Yeah, particularly in that first half of the season, Dennis was easily our best player. And we all know what he can do. He showed signs in the Championship as well under Rob Edwards in that 22-23 start of the season, before eventually being sold to Nottingham Forest for £15 million. He made the move on loan to Istanbul Başakşehir because it wasn't really working out at Nottingham Forest. He's had his loan terminated so he can come back to Watford. And he's reportedly taken a 70% pay cut to come back to the Hornets, the club he was at in that 21-22 season, and then eventually leaving in the summer of 2022. I'm really excited about this one. I think this is going to be fun. You know, there's been, I'd probably say it was about 70-30, 70% positive, 30% questioning from the Watford fan base online anyway, about how this move's going to work out. And I side more towards that 60-70%, because I feel like Emmanuel Dennis automatically strengthens our attacking options. He can play off the left. He can play through the middle. He's a versatile, agile, clinical striker and attacker, and someone who immediately bolsters this Watford team and our attacking options. Obviously, with Reece Healey leaving, it meant that we had to get someone else in. And he's an upgrade on Reece Healey automatically because of the quality that Dennis possesses. And he showed it at Premier League level, and he showed it briefly at Championship level as well. Now, this is a move that I think makes sense. Now, there's been a lot made about Dennis and the 21-22 season in particular, and being reportedly a bad influence. Now, I don't know how true that is. I'm only going off what's been reported. From my perspective, I think it'd be unfair to judge Dennis just purely based on that season, where there was the team spirit was poor across the board. We were playing really poorly. We had 3 different managers. It was an unstable environment. It was chaotic. No one really had a grip of what's going on. Valérien Ismaël was offered the chance to sign Emmanuel Dennis. He's a Mogi Bayat client. He was offered the chance to sign Emmanuel Dennis this summer. He turned down the opportunity. Now, I think the reason he turned down the opportunity was because he wanted to make sure he had built a culture where the manager had the final say, and bringing in a player whose last experience at the club, where the manager didn't have a lot of control and a grip of the dressing room, I think wouldn't have been the right move. I think this is the right move now. Valérien Ismaël, 6 months on from that decision, turning down Emmanuel Dennis to come back to the club, has got a grip of the dressing room, and ultimately he's got authority. He's laid the foundations in the summer for players who now come in and they know where the power lies. When he got given that 5-year contract, the players now know he has the control and the power in this Watford team. He's managed to pick out characters, your likes, your Livermore, Hamer, Wesley Hoot being captain, etc. There's leaders in this team now, and I don't think there were leaders in that team that Emmanuel Dennis left. So it's a completely different Watford. It's a completely different Watford team. It's a completely different team spirit to the one that Emmanuel Dennis left. And reportedly, as I said, he took a 70% pay cut to come back to Watford. So this is a guy who wanted to make the move. And there's no doubt about it that Dennis wanted the move. Ismaël, as we know, has and it's been mentioned a lot about his involvement in recruitment. He wouldn't have signed this off if he didn't feel like this was the right move for him and for this Watford team. So from that point of view, I think we're covered. And then you look at the quality that Dennis brings. And as I mentioned, 10 goals, 6 assists in that 21-22 season in the Premier League. There was a couple of goals but before in the opening 2 Championship fixtures. But he's back. And I think, the one thing to say as well is he just automatically improves this Watford team. You know, as I said, he can play on the left, play through the middle, but he's a player that possesses real quality. And I think from his perspective as well, From Watford's perspective, I think it makes sense. I also think from his perspective, he struggled out in Turkey. He needed to get back to loving his football. And the place where he loved his football the most in his career so far, he's 26 years of age, was at Watford. And I think he knows that if he can get going and get a run of games together, he's going to get game time and he can get back to his best. This could be a smart move for all involved. There's no option to buy. There's no obligation to buy. It looks like it's going to be, it is a loan straight up, just a hard loan. But if we can get him back to the form that we saw in the Premier League, then we've got a real asset on our hands. So that's kind of our reaction. Excitement. I think it's going to be fun. I would back Ishmael on this. Personally, I'm backing him. If Ishmael wanted him, I want him. And that's how I'm looking at this signing. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to WD18. We'll have plenty more content over the coming days and weeks. Not only about Dennis, but about Watford Football Club. We've also got Southampton on Sunday as well. So let me know if you go in. Come and say hello if you see us. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. All that good stuff. Emmanuel Dennis is back at Watford. Gino went to Europe to sign Emmanuel Dennis. Take care and up the audits.